Hi guys, thank you for listening. I want to just give people a little some reassurance, and I'm just going to help the next generation so you don't make the same mistakes that I've done, or you do the same thing I've done, you make a whole lot of money. So this is just being transparent. I know some people are saying you teach people how to treat you, and I did it better by putting out those posts about they do the same thing to your mother. You know, they do the same thing to Jesus' mother, yesterday, the bad things, and the concept of the golden rule, which we talked about when I was in a store, and the golden rule, and what would Jesus do, and then, you know, do that. Like, I mean, you're always going to be right. Like, if you don't know what to do. Now, I will share my problems. When I decided to go to Wittenberg, I had an A, or when I was 18, I had an A, B, and a C option. So what does this mean? I have an A plan for my life, I have a B plan for my life, and I have a C plan for my life. If the A plan doesn't work, you fall back on the B plan. If the B plan doesn't work, for whatever reason, then you go to the C plan. So all of this is centered around self-sufficiency. So if you're going to be self-sufficient, the first concept of self-sufficiency is you want to get an A, which means you want to get an A every time. So what does get an A mean? You just want to do it the right way. Very simple. So plan A is just try to do it the right way. What I realized is the city isn't in line with Mother Nature, or wasn't in line with Mother Nature when I was 18. I'm going to explain it. How do I go from them telling me at 18 years old, all you have to do is go to a good school and you can finish. So when I go to this school and I come back, in sincerity and at work, people try to like hurt me. So I'm gonna show you like kind of like what happens. So plan A is you do it right the first time. You go to a school that's gonna help you, or you go to a school that you can be successful in by being self-sufficient yourself, just in general. I go to Wittenberg University, it's real. It's exactly as it's advertised, and it has all the facilities you need, and you can come home, and we have the same facilities down here, and you can kind of go back and forth because there's an airport in Fort Myers, an airport in Naples, and an airport in Cleveland. So in my mind, it's like air travel, if I need to go someplace, is important. I know a lot of people don't factor it in. So I'm okay, I gave the school a chance because for the B and C plan, it helped me out. So this is a level entry school. It's a school that challenges me. It's not a school that's comfortable. I had an option to go to Capital. It also has a music program. I had an option to go to Liberty. Like if I'm doing football, you know, this was the best school I could possibly have gone to for many different reasons. But it was good because you could be self-sufficient at the school and you could recruit people, or you could be self-sufficient and more people come to school. So just long story short, my main issues when we're at 3 minutes, the main issue I had when I came home was I wanted to do the right thing. So what does this mean? This is the problem of you want to do the right thing. Has nothing to do with religion, has nothing to do with skin color. It's the fact that you want to do the right thing. So this is the concept of, this is going to scare people. You want to go to college, you want to tell people that you're going to finish, and then you want to come home, and then you want to work, and you want to listen to what the guy in charge says. You want to basically get moved around and lied to pretty much, and then you're just going to do the right thing and forgive everyone every time. I realized in this city alone, you cannot forgive everyone every single time. So my reality was plan A did not work. I'm inside of a GNC store or whatever, and I realized that all these people are doing in this city is ripping people off. Ripping them off meaning lying straight to your face, and basically in conforming their integrity when you want to have integrity. What does integrity mean? When you are in an interview and someone says, I'm investing and I'm welcoming you into the business, it's supposed to be a family thing. You're supposed to climb up and the alphas stay in it. Now, when you have a situation like me where you're inside a store and all they do is lie about you and lie about your family, it screws it up. So my advice to people is do exactly what I did. Don't go off of what is right and don't do the right thing. Now I'm gonna explain something. I've been having an internal battle with the Bible and the church and God, and half the city is like, Isaiah's not doing the right thing. And so I'm here to tell you the big thing that helped me climb and why I'm spreading is, and I know I would love him to elaborate. I love Gary Vaynerchuk to just say like, just F what you think, or something. No, don't do that, but I'm gonna show you my perspective. Not even the cost of doing something, or the free will of doing something, but just hear me out. When I came home, I should have gotten every job. Why didn't I get every job? It's a fair question. Like, okay, he's doing the right thing. So understand, I had an advantage, and people, I guess, thought I was competitive or whatever. So there's this ideology that you need to be in an alpha state, that there's no such thing as an alpha state. If you are wrong, you're wrong, and if you are right, you are right. That's why I said I wanted to be A when I was 18. Why? Because here's the thing, right? If I position myself inside of a GNC store and I'm fit and I'm getting fit advice and it's the right fitness advice, even if they fire me, I'm still right. I go to the next available franchise. It could be better, right? Even if if they're like, oh, I go to that store and I'm selling their product, they're gonna be like, this is the right guy because he was right. So what people were doing is they're trying to say I got fired from someplace, basically ruining my integrity, but I'm right and they're wrong. So that's the only reason why I wanted to be plan A. Again, but just know this, I figured out very quickly that every time I wanted to do the right thing in front of people in the city, the right thing in front of people, it seemed like I wasn't rising. So I look at my life and I'm like, for the first time in my life, I'm going nowhere doing the right thing. And here's what the right thing is. Being patient and waiting for the right things to happen. That's what I'm doing outside. This is like back to square one. My process now works because it's based off of mathematics. So if you want to know, no. When I came home at 18 years old, when I was doing the right thing, meaning trusting like I walk in the store, I want to learn, hey guys, show me what to do. It didn't work. And that's the city's fault for lying for 9 years, and now everyone's confused. Back to reality. Plan B. Plan B is more self-sufficiency. Plan B is more planning. So it's more, not backup plans, but you want to my plan B was time management. I'll just leave it, that's kind of a code. It's like time management. So instead of me breaking down my life like I want to spend a whole lot of time in school, I want to spend a whole lot of time in the right places. So what does this mean? You humble yourself in this environment and you'll rise in class every time because somebody else is not humble like you and is arrogant and they hate him. So what you do is sometimes you have to go at the very bottom and you have to work your way to the very top. Or the concept of you do not want to be entitled, so you want to start at the bottom and you work your way to the top. So that was my plan B, was time management, working for people where it's at the very bottom and you work your way to the very top. Concerning everything other than that, plan C is just the backup plan portion, which means that football is a backup plan. That was never a primary plan. That's why I'm getting angry at people. The primary plan was to graduate high school, get a certificate. The execution was Casey Weston did not need to go to college. I went into music right away. The backup plan was to go to this school for college in case that the world collapsed on me. I went to a really good school. So I went to one of the best schools that I could as a backup plan in case I had to go back to this specific program to make an ungodly amount of money. The backup plan is if I wanted to work for Tesla. That's what I'm doing on social media. It's for whatever reason. So I go to this school. This school opens doors for me to work at Tesla. This opens doors for me to work at Facebook. And Facebook specifically, or a bigger company. So I invested a year's worth of time or a semester's worth of time, like Mark Zuckerberg, right? And now I'm looking at entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship means you learn skills. Those skills help you in the real world. That's basic. Now plan C, what I'm on is more like your image, which means that, you have the option to be in a market and you have an option to position yourself so that you can make the most amount of money. So I have being an architect and also have being a plastic surgeon. That helped because I made the right decision for school. So what does this mean? This means that I can fund it myself through music and entrepreneurship. Not only that, I'm famous enough to sell something. I could open up a franchise, like a Starbucks or something. But the point is like, being a plastic surgeon and an architect, people are gonna be like, well, work at Walmart. It's like, I could work with Walmart and make a better Walmart. I could design a new Walmart. So when they say work at Publix and I don't like the city trying to make it seem like there's something wrong with that. There isn't anything wrong with that. I'm ashamed that Walmart has to go through that. Like, I'm ashamed that they have to listen to all the nasty stuff in the city. So being an architect means you can work at Walmart and work on their buildings, and you can help design and all this stuff and remodel, and you know what I mean? Like complex building designs or whatever it is, or for futuristic technology and all, you can help with all that stuff because you're available to help. So yeah, I can work at Walmart or work at Walmart. But entrepreneurship is more like of a plan. I'm already in entrepreneurship, but that's more of like self-sufficiency. Like when I say entrepreneurship, that just means you want to be self-sufficient. It's your fault for everything you do. So that's kind of like breaking it down. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you're going to realize very, very, very quickly that like in this city, you do not rise by doing the right thing. If you rise, I would say by right thing, meaning forgiving people. They're brainwashing people, like not firing people, forgiving people. Like I know a couple people said, Isaiah, like if someone ever did those things to me, I would remember. And I would say, this is what you did and this is what you said, and I don't want you. So a long story short is, yeah, I couldn't rise by doing the right thing in this city. I couldn't. So you rise by humbling yourself. Humbling yourself means penny pinching, saving your money, dating the right person, rise in class. It has nothing to do with me. It just means in this city for some, and I'd like someone to look at it, it shouldn't be like that. I could not rise in this city. What are you talking about? I could not rise from point A to point B unless I did what I did. So I looked at God and I looked him in the face and said, I did what you said, and look it. And they're gonna say you have to keep it. I looked at what you said, the Bible. I looked at what you said by not being nice to people or anything. I looked at what you said about like friendship, and it's almost like, yeah, it is like friendship. It's like, you're telling me to trust friends, and to marry somebody, and to give all your money, and to not work every single day. And I said, in this city, I can't. They keep literally checking me every single time I'm in that box. And so it's almost forcing me to say, I have to play the game like I did when I was playing soccer. So basically I say, we have free will. So what is the difference between his will and your will? He has to respect that this is your decision. What does this mean? This means if I'm in a store, the right thing to do is to stay. But my free will is I can leave and I can be an Uber driver and work every single day. I could go and showcase how talented I am at a local church and perform a show at the Philharmonic on my free will alongside my stuff. It's like why I think they have multiple sources of income. It's an extension of free will. But if I wanted to be faithful, I got burned every time. It's like I stay faithful to the store. The guy in charge isn't making any money and he's not coming out teaching me how to be a better employee. So I felt like, and being patient with them too, like I'm waiting on a schedule, like I'm wasting time. I could be in the NFL. I felt like I could no longer do the right thing inside of a store anymore. If that makes sense. I don't know if anybody's ever experienced this, but I fixed it. After 2016, you saw how fast I went. You're like, this guy keeps going, and they're like, why does he keep doing that? It's pissing me off. Why doesn't he just let people take advantage of him and he just forgive him all the time and let people come over here and take his hours away and him just deal with it and stay in the store and beg people for money on the side of the street? Why is he letting people do that? And that never happened to me like that. You can see it didn't have multiple jobs, But that's like the advice I want to let you know. Like in this city, I don't know if it's like this in any other city.